Hello, Lost Craftians. Today we are making this video to inform you about things that are going on within the new server, and it will hopefully give you a brief knowledge of what we have accumulated so far and what we are hoping to achieve and what will be happening over the next so many days. Now, Sin Predator here is just going to be giving you a tour of Chris City, which is also known as Water Valley. You can have a look around that, maybe go over there, and when Chris logs in, possibly ask him for a plot or something. It's quite a nice area. So Sin will be going around, hopefully showing you some interesting builds within the area. It's one of our older cities, obviously, and we hope to see new cities sprouting up now that the server merge has happened. Right. Anyways, the first issue I want to get down to. Recently we have been having a look into a lot of plugins, and we've been editing them, and we've been making our own, in a sense anyways. We haven't literally been making our own, but we've been editing some kind of things and trying to make them work, because the ones that we're using are either unstable or are not functional with what we are using, so we're pretty much up 24/7 trying to fix these, and it's quite a pain. Now, the newest kind of plugins I want to mention is the chat plugin, and for the not the Lost Craftians, the Cobble Craftians, they need to know about Towny, and they also need to know about things like economy. Now, the chat plugin is universal, everyone wants to know this. Right, so we have two chat channels for the normal people. Right, you can either do /CHG, that'll take you to the global chat, which you start in, and you speak in green when you're in that. And then you can either do CH and then the word trade. When you do that, you'll end up in the trade channel. And as you can see, if you can see, like people like Sulgar and whatnot will be using the trade channel to possibly trade, hopefully, rather than just use it for an average thing to try and make their name stand out. I do hope you actually use them properly and don't end up using them pointlessly, because the idea is that you're supposed to trade in them. Now, another one will be Towny. Now, everyone who has built in our server of Cobblecraft before the merge will know that we were using something like WorldGuard to protect plots and what have you, and make a set parent system that worked. Now we're using Towny as well. From now on, every town that you ever want to make, you need to make it with Towny, unless you're a member and the influx is different. If your city's already WorldGuard, then we will carry on with WorldGuard for you, and that will remain. Now, in short, what will happen with Towny is that no matter who you are, you have permissions to it, but to make a town or a city, it does cost a fair amount. Now, within this idea, you need to just basically, go out into the wilds and build somewhere remote. Now, when we say, obviously, don't build in the wild, what we mean is, like, literally don't build outside the teleport, because you're gonna get griefed. But don't build too close to other civilizations either. So, walk out a bit and see what you can find, etc. And hopefully Towny should be working fully. We do have a video on our website, which is lostcraft.net. If you go to that, you will find that we have something set up already. Well, it's not ours, but it's still the general thing. You'll find it under plugins and commands, and it's towns. I'll explain how to use Towny in very, very large detail, and if you ever get lost, just go to that, and hopefully you should be able to understand it by the time you've finished watching it. Now, economy. For what we're using this for, it's very simple. We're just using it for Towny. In short, we're just basically using it to fuel the system. And we may even go into using it for shops at a later date, but for now, as we're in alpha mode for our server, not literally alpha as in like Minecraft, but we're in Minecraft beta, but we're classifying the server as alpha because it's currently unstable and it's very unpredictable as to what it will do. Right, my second issue will be RAM issues. Now, RAM issues recently, it's been overloading and possibly kicking people out or lagging like hellfire for some people. Now, it shouldn't really do this, and we are pretty much top priority trying to fix this. It's something that we want to do pretty much instantly. We're getting this down now, so hopefully within the next few days or so we should be able to deal with RAM issues and things should not lag as much. I do realise there is block lag, and if you do have any kind of issues, please don't go spamming the chat about it. If you have some kind of lag issues, we can pretty much tell from either your character moving or if you have any issues that you want to solve and you need help with them, because you assume it might be your side, obviously, just do /help op and then space your message, and we'll get to you as soon as possible. Or like everyone else, just flood the chat, because of course we're going to reply to you when you flood the chat. Anyways, that deals with RAM issues. So the next one is voting for diamonds. Now, recently, people have been voting for diamonds, and we haven't really been giving them out. Now, the reason behind this is because currently, when we open this new server, we have a lot of scripting to throw in the background. And this will link in very nicely to one of my other subjects of the new website. Now, the new website is going to be more PHP capable. And when we set this up properly, and it's all nicely efficient and what have you, and it's all comfortable like the website we have now, basically what we'll do is that we're going to automate how the diamond system works. So, say if you click the first 3 diamonds and vote on them, the 4th diamond will be the activation diamond, and when you vote on that one, it will verify if you voted on the other 3, and then it will automatically give you the diamonds in-game as long as you are logged in at the time. That's the whole general gist of it, so that's why we're not really giving out diamonds, but that currently doesn't work. So for the time being, I hope you can just be patient with that, because we don't really want to be giving out diamonds as it currently stands, as it's going to get out of hand. We do encourage that you still vote for us if you adore our server. That's always a nice thing to do. It's just, you know, it's normally for the people who want the diamonds. That's the only reason they ever want to vote. So hopefully you have a change in heart and you're not just completely heartless and someone who doesn't really care. So hopefully you can still carry on with that, and eventually you will get your diamond reward when we fix that script up to the new website. Now, with the server change, we've also had a few issues with ranks. Now, ranks we've been basically pondering on for a little while, because we can't quite get it fixed. As you can see, like, if you go into the server, you'll notice that a lot of people have the guest. Now, they're not guests. They're either members or regulars. No one in our server is really a guest anymore. A lot of them are regulars. There might be the occasional 1 or 2, because we do get a lot of floods of randomers joining every once in a while, but I mean, people who own cities are normally regulars or members or whatnot. And all that will be sorted out soon. So if you're wondering about that, hopefully this answers your question. We'll be sorting that within a few days, maybe 3 to 5 days. It really depends. It depends if I can get the system to work out properly, and it depends if we can make it automatic, as it's currently a little bit edgy, and it's not quite registering your names valid to make them validly enabled within our parameters that we need to record you in. So for the time being, that is going to be on hold until we can get the final script set up for that. Now, the final issue I want to talk about is, I'm sure this is quite a lengthy video, and you're possibly bored out your mind by now, is signs and bugs. Recently, people have been saying that there's a sign glitch. I want to point out it is not a sign glitch. What has happened is simply someone from the Lostcraft server has spawned an unlimited stack of signs and basically thrown them at everyone. And this makes even more unlimited signs, and it never stops. Now, the best way to cut this out is tell us that you have unlimited signs. If you have them, we will clear out your inventory so you do not have to bother with them anymore. Or if you do /spawn, turn around, there's a disposal sign. It's nice blue and highlighted. If you right-click that, it will open up a chest. Drop the items, like the signs, yes, drop and drag the items into that chest, and hopefully they should disappear and they shouldn't come back. Now, if there is any other bugs that you find within our server, and bugs as in, I mean, such as, real issues, like loading issues, or some kind of issue that's causing the server not to render properly, or there's some kind of RAM issue, or you're lagging or something, then do inform us. We would like to know as soon as possible. Now, obviously, these kind of issues can't instantly be resolved, but it's nice to be informed about them, and it's always nice to know if the majority are thinking the same kind of patterns. Now, if you have any kinds of questions, please leave them in the comment section below on YouTube, or you can go to our forums at lostcraft.net, sign up to those, and you can post a forum thread on